Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another week and another Monday Messages. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rebecca, and I'm a QTT personal development coach and mentor and homeopath. And I use all three of those things to help as many people as I can to stay healthy and happy, and actually to get there in the first place. So my Monday Messages are part of my commitment to that. And they're just really a way for me to pop in and share an idea, a focus, a simple practice, just something for the coming week to help support you in connecting better with yourself and recognizing what you need to be as healthy and as happy as you can be, and to therefore enable you to connect better with others as well, and to negotiate your life and whatever it brings you with ease and with calm and with understanding. So if you are joining me live, and I can see there's a couple of people there, then you're very, very welcome. And also, if you're watching the replay, you are equally welcome. Do leave any comments that you have in the thread below. I'm more than happy to answer questions and to hear your views. So today, well, I'm going to ask you, first of all, whether you've ever experienced any kind of disappointment, any kind of situation where you've had something planned for a while, something you've really been looking forward to, and it's cancelled through no fault of your own, totally external circumstances. And obviously when that happens, we feel disappointed, let down. We can feel very sad, very angry, all of those things. And we can put aside that thing, that event, or that situation that we wanted to happen, and just tell ourselves, well, that's it. It can't happen. That was kind of the situation that I was in earlier this week when I heard that my much looked forward to Qigong retreat in Spain had been cancelled for obvious reasons. I was due to fly out this coming weekend for a week of Qigong practice and other lovely meditative practices in the Apuyera Mountains in Spain, an area that I've always wanted to go to. And it was kind of a birthday present to myself as well. So I'd been saving up for it for a while. And for a while, when I heard it had been cancelled, I allowed myself to feel all those feelings of disappointment and it's not fair and, all of those things. And then I thought, okay, I have a choice here. I can really wallow in that and I can start blaming the circumstances, blaming, everybody else, all sorts of external things. Oh, good morning, Mags. You're very welcome. I'll just give you a little wave. Or I can really have a think about what I wanted to achieve from that retreat and see if there's another way of me being able to achieve it. So I sat down and thought, okay, well, what ultimately was it about? And of course, some of it was about not cooking for a week and being in lovely sunny surroundings for a week, with no rain or anything like that, and being with like-minded people. But ultimately what it was about was retreating. It was, it's interesting when we think about that word retreat. It's kind of a battle term, which is interesting because it's about pulling back from the battle, from the fray, and having a bit of R&R, so resting and recuperating, recovering, recharging, all those R words. So it's kind of appropriate, and you can think about your daily life as like a bit of a battle that you need to pull back from time to time. And I do think that act of just unplugging from your daily life and just putting things to one side for a while and touching in with yourself is very, very important. I find it really a necessity, both as a practitioner and as a human being. So that was the essence of what I was trying to achieve. Thanks for the hearts. And I thought, okay, well, I can achieve that a different way. Of course, it's lovely to go to Spain and have all sorts of practical things done for you, but I can still achieve that myself at home. And especially as I'd already got the time blocked out, so my clinic is going to be closed next week. And to cut a long story short, I have decided that I'm going to still take that time, because everything, I've geared up all my practice and my clinic hours and everything else to that. I'm still going to do it, but I'm just going to do it here in my own home. So I'm going to ramp up my Qigong practice, because for me, the reason that I chose a Qigong retreat, much the same as I think a lot of you choose things like yoga, is because it does enable me to slow down, to check in with myself, to just check, well, how is my physical body? How am I feeling physically? How am I feeling emotionally, and how am I feeling spiritually? Do I still feel that I'm on the right path for me? Do I have everything I need in place to help me to be the best version of myself that I can be? And if I haven't, what could I do to just make little changes to put them in place? I need to check in with myself to do that. So for me, doing that regularly, not necessarily for a week, but just regularly checking in, okay, how am I feeling? Because that's my barometer. That's what tells me whether what I'm doing on a daily basis is the right thing for me. So I would encourage you this week to think about, well, what might you be able to do that gives you that same thing, that enables you to kind of unplug from all the chatter and noise that we have in our lives constantly, whether that's online chatter, which is massive, I think, being available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Can we switch our phones off more? Can we literally unplug from the matrix? Because all of that noise is going on all the time, and it takes our attention, and often to our detriment, I believe. For me, it is anyway. So in order to actually find out what's right for you, you need to find something that allows you to really do that internal scan of, okay, how am I doing? What am I feeling? How is my physical body? How's my emotional body? For you, it could be something completely different from Qigong. It could be yoga. It could be an exercise class. It could be walking. It could be just sitting outside in your garden. I have a colleague who is an avid bird watcher, and she finds watching our feathered friends just fantastic for connecting in with nature and connecting in with herself. So I'm going to encourage you this week to have a think about, what might you be doing now or on a regular basis? And if you are, then great. Or what might you have done in the past that allows you to do that, retreating for a little bit, resting, recuperating, recharging? What gives you that feeling of, yeah, I've plugged into, to something, into my energy again. I've got my energy back again, and I'm ready to go out there again. Ready to make little tweaks, that you can actually get clarity over what's working for you and what isn't working for you. I know I can see somebody's on. Can't see who it is. Good morning, whoever you are. So I'm going to encourage you to think about that. Do share, because I'm always grateful for any suggestions for anything that helps me to unplug and recharge. Oh, good morning, Harriet. You're very, very welcome. I'll give you a little wave. And Harriet's saying, my walk up the mountains with the 2 dogs daily is my anchor every day. I'm off soon. Oh, fantastic, Harriet. Yeah, absolutely. Anything, I think, that allows us to just be quiet and still, not literally still necessarily, because I find the gentle movements of Qigong help me to get into that kind of situation where I can do that internal scan. So yes, Harriet, walking with dogs, and there's nothing like dogs for making you very mindful of the moment and everything that it brings you. So I'm going to encourage you to think about anything that allows you to connect in with yourself and do that sort of internal scan. And if you're not doing it, if you've done it in the past and you remember and you think, gosh, yeah, that was great, think about why you're not doing it now, maybe, and perhaps you could reintroduce it on a regular basis. For me, as I say, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. And I think it is for all of us, really. I think we all need to just check in with ourselves a bit more. Also, just be cognizant of the fact that things are changing. I mean, I'm sure you are, that things are changing all the time at the moment in the wider world, in the outside world. And there are external circumstances often that are completely beyond our control. We don't have any control over whether we can get on a plane or not get on a plane, or whether we can, go to that retreat or not go to that retreat. But we do have control over what we were hoping to achieve from doing whatever we were going to do. And there is always a different way of doing it. So I'm just going to encourage you to think about, well, don't give up. If things get changed, if plans get changed or moved, or, venues get changed, whatever it is, because I'm sure it's going to happen a lot in the next few months. Don't give up. Don't think, well, that's that then. Can't do that. Just have a step back, think about what it was that you were trying to get from that, and see, well, maybe there's another way of doing it. Maybe I can still achieve it, but do it a different way. Because often disappointment is about a plan being changed rather than not getting what it is that you want to get. So just going to encourage you to do that also. And third part of my message this morning is just obviously to announce that I won't be around next week. I am going to, as part of my own retreat, I'm going to unplug, literally. So I won't be on social media nearly as much as I normally am. So if you do want to get hold of me, then email is probably best. Or a text if it's an emergency. But I'm going to be not available on my phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm not available that much anyway, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to be less available than I normally am. So I hope you'll bear with me on that, and rest assured that I will come out the other end much better able to give to myself, but also to give to all of you, and to be a better practitioner. So I want to wish you all a very happy week, to think about the importance of getting that R&R into your life, getting that little scan in and making sure that you're all on the right path for you. Good morning, Bridget. You're very welcome. I'm just finishing up now, just talking about the importance of self-reflection and R&R and having that internal scan to make sure that you're still on your right path. And just incorporate something, perhaps on a daily basis, even on a weekly basis, that just gives you that little internal scan and gives you that clarity to make sure that you are taking care of yourself in a way that means that your cup and your saucer are pretty much permanently full. And then you're much better able to give to others. You're much better able to care for your children, your partners, your clients, all of those things, and even your pets. So I'm going to wish you a very good 2 weeks, because I won't be in next week. And just let me know what you're going to do to make sure that you have that time yourself. Always grateful for any suggestions. So thank you very much for watching. And if you're on the replay, thank you too. And do put your comments in the thread below. And if you're interested in working with me one-to-one or in groups, then do pop onto the website, and that address is in the post with this video. And you can also register for a free Q&A call with me, and we can have a chat about how I can work with you specifically. Okay, thanks everybody. Have a lovely week. Take care.